like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Christian Kirk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go! 180! All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A run for Nick Chubb. This will go for 5 up to the 33. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So that'll back him up 5. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 35 on second down, Trubisky. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Jones. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Tight go, tight go, tight go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick Chubb, 98 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Trubisky. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go.
Now it's Trubisky. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Check! 180! Check! 55 to Mike! Here we go, dude! Here I come! Here I come! Lock in! Lock in! 55!
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They begin this drive with Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too in the NFL. They're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On first down, it's Darnold. Drops it off for Chubb. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Darnold. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down, Steelers.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Kirk, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The rookie first-rounder Jonathan Abram there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
That's taken on the 25. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 41, Trubisky.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This will be taken at the 10. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? This worked well.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch the out, watch the out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Coming to you. Hey, 18. Check right. Watch it, 5. Let's go.
On 2nd and 1, Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Darnold going deep here for Bryant. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will get him one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ran, up. 55, my God, 55. Ran, up.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get in the weight room. Bang, 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 bang. Hey,
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Darnold on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's a gain of 29. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, here's Jones. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down. Hey, ball.
From the 41, Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Trubisky will throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. out, so it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
You got 3 down.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Under 10.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it's Darnold. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. And Diggs has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Steelers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.